Hello everyone, Nick from Vandy's Cars and Yard Sales. Today we're going to talk about the 21 most valuable quarters that are still in circulation today. These are quarters that were sold for the highest prices and ones that you could find in your pockets. So let's get right into it. At number 21, we have the 1966 Washington quarter. The Philadelphia Mint produced 821,101,000 clad Washington quarters in 1966. Including this beautiful one here that's in a very good condition. So on average, coins struck this year are worth about $8, but this one sold for $11,750. So there you have that one. This is a MS-68. That's the condition of the coin. Coming in at number 20, we have the 1965 Washington quarter. The mintage for these quarters was a whopping 1,819,000,000 struck in 1965. That sounds quite surreal. Thanks to such a high number of coins, their price on the current market is about $10 a quarter. However, one in this kind of condition was sold for $12,650 in 2005. And there's probably been a couple more sold since 2005. Okay, number 19, we have the 1983 Washington quarter. The Philadelphia Mint produced 673 million Washington quarters made of copper and nickel with a copper center in 1983. Quarters in like a good condition cost about $74. But this coin here in the picture was sold for $15,863 in auction in 2014. The reason was an error since it was overstruck on a game token. Pretty funny. Okay, number 18, we have the 1952 Washington quarter. Only one Washington quarter minted in Denver in 1952 was so good looking that one collector decided to pay a whopping $21,150 for it in 2019. That's this one right here. Even though there are 22 existing coins in this condition, only one with the gold toning like this is rated at a higher grade. So yeah, there you go. If you find a coin like this in your pocket, you could. It's worth anywhere from $5 to $35 in bad condition. Good condition like this is $21,150. Okay, number 17 is a 1934 Washington quarter. Most of these quarters in the condition that we find them in can go anywhere from $5 to $286. But this one here sold for $21,850 in 2007, and ones in a little less condition, a little like worse condition than this, can sell for about $7,700. Number 16, we have the 1943 Washington quarter. Only 3 among the 21,700,000 Washington quarters minted in San Francisco still exist in this condition that you see here pictured. While other quarters typically cost anywhere from $5 to $65, this one was sold in 2008 at auction for $23,000. And there's the other two that were sold for lower prices of $20,400 and $5,040. But if you find one in your couch or in your attic or in your shoe, you could get $65 for it. So make sure to check your shoes. You know, check your shoes. You never know. You could have quarters from 1943 in your shoes. All right. Next up, we have the 1943 Washington quarter. So the Philadelphia Mint struck 99,700,000 quarters in 1943, ranging in all types of conditions that you can find today. You could usually find one today and get about $46 for one. So if you find one in your shoes or your bathroom cabinets, you can get $46 for it. But the one pictured here was sold for $23,000 in 2012 at auction. Okay, number 14, we have the 1948 Washington quarter. So there was 15,960,000 quarters minted in San Francisco, and from this year, and you can get $52 for one if you find one under your seat, depending on its condition, obviously. So bad condition, you can get one for about $52. But the only existing 1948 S quarter with this kind of condition and this kind of tie-dye color here sold at record $23,500 at an auction in 2013. Pretty nice quarter. Okay, number 13, we have the 1941 Washington quarter. Washington quarters minted in Philadelphia in 1941 at the beginning of World War II were still made of 90% silver and 10% copper. The mint produced 79,032,000 quarters because the end of the Great Depression raised economic activity. Consequently, it caused double coin mintage in this mint. Today, you could find these coins in your kitchen cabinets for about $52, and even some in better condition can go for $9,000. You could find them on eBay for about $9,000 in this kind of condition. But one of them recently sold for $23,500 at auction. So yeah, there you have it. 1941 quarter for $23,500. Check your kitchen cabinets. All right, number 12, we have a 1961 D Washington quarter. So in 1961, there were 83,656,928 silver Washington quarters minted in Denver, and they are worth about $14. So check your pillowcases. You could find one of these for $14. Ones that are nicer, in nicer condition, sell for about $7,400. This one here, however, sold for $24,000 in 2019 at auction. So check your garages. Okay, guys, number 11, we have the 1962 Washington quarter. So 1962, there were 36,156,000 quarters minted, and most of them cost about $14. So if you find one, you can get about $14 for it in a decent condition. This one here, however, in this condition, sold for $26,400 in 2019. Okay, number 10, we have the 1941 S Washington quarter. Most survived Washington quarters of 16,080,000 minted in San Francisco in 1941. The first war year are worth about $80 today. So if you have one in this, if you have one in 1941, it's worth about $80. However, if you find one in this type of condition, if you have one, if you go to your grandparents' house and you check under their bed, this one sold for $28,715 last year at an auction. So if you have one in this condition, you can get close to $30,000 for it. Number 9, the 1936 S Washington quarter. The San Francisco Mint produced 3,828,000 silver quarters in 1936. Since most of them are heavily circulated, the prices range from $6 to $372 for these quarters. This one in this condition sold for $31,200 in a 2021 auction. Number 8, we have the boring 1950s proof quarter. I usually don't like to include proof quarters because they are collector's quarters and they're frosted. As you can see, the Washington's face is more frosted to make it more bold looking. However, it is from 1950. So a 1950s proof quarter is worth about $80 in general, but this one here in this excellent condition sold for $31,200 in 2022 auction. Number 7, the 1947 Washington quarter. So in 1947, there were 22,556,000 silver Washington quarters minted in Philadelphia, and this is the only one that is graded in a pristine grade, and this sold for $32,400 in 2021. However, if you have one of these coins, depending on the condition, you can get that much for it, but on average they go for about $52. So if you have one in your house, you get about $52 for it, unless you send it off to get graded, and you could possibly get $32,400 for it. Okay, number 6, we have the 1964 D Washington quarter. So there was a lot minted in 1964. 704,135,528 quarters were minted in Denver in 1964. And most of them are pretty circulated condition, but you could still get about $14 for one if you find one. However, this one here, which is the most expensive one ever sold in this condition, fetched a price of $38,400 at auction in 2021. Number 5, the 1932 Washington quarter. So back in 1932, there was 5,404,000 of these quarters minted in Philadelphia, and actually, if you have one of these, you can get about $480 for it, depending on the condition. You know, if it's decent condition and not totally worn, you can get about $500 for this quarter. But this one here was sold in this one in this condition was sold for $40,250 in 2012 at auction. Okay, number 4, we have the 1948 Washington quarter. Since the post-war recession began to rise in 1948, the quarter production in Philadelphia increased by approximately 50% compared to the previous year. With a high mintage of 35,196,000 quarters, you could expect them to be kind of inexpensive nowadays, but not necessarily. The average price for one of these quarters is about $40. However, this one here, pictured, sold for $43,200 in 2021 auction. All right, guys, if you're enjoying this content, please like and subscribe. I'm going to post coin videos weekly along with trading card content and stuff like that. So if you're into cards, coins, and toys and yard sales and stuff like that, collectibles, subscribe and turn on those notifications. Okay, number 3, we have the 1949 D Washington quarter. The Denver Mint produced 10,068,400 quarters in 1949. Ones on average sell for about $8, and in better condition you can get about $56 for them. However, this one pictured here sold for $43,475 in 2019, and ones in slightly lesser condition are worth about $18,000. So there you have that one, the 1949D. I hope you guys are writing this down in your notebooks. Okay, number 2, we have the 1932 S Washington quarter. That's a pretty looking quarter there. There was only 408,000 of these quarters minted in 1932, and they were minted in San Francisco. This is the rarest of the series here. Most of these coins you could find for about $343, and in better condition are worth up to $5,545. The one pictured here sold at auction in 2020 for $45,500. In 2013, another one of these sold in similar condition for $35,250. No major scratches or anything like that, but it is slightly worn, but still a very beautiful coin. All right, guys, and now for the number 1 most expensive quarter that you can find in circulation is the 1932 D Washington quarter. The 1932 Washington quarter is one of the 2 dates with mintages under 1 million, making it the key date and the rarest in the series. The Denver Mint produced 436,800 of these, worth up to $200 to $1,200 in circulated condition. So if you have one in circulated condition, you could get up to $1,200 to $1,300 for this coin. If you have a quarter like this in better condition, you can get about $14,000 for it. But the most expensive one sold, which is the one pictured here, sold in 2008 at auction for a whopping $143,750. 1932 Washington Quarter. Check your couch cushion, guys. Vandy's Cars and Yard Sales, thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.